Hey besties, hello, hi, how is everybody doing? Hope you're doing great. I am bringing you guys a August TBR. No, what? Where did August come from? Today I'm bringing you guys October TBR. Happy spooky season. I have already decorated for fall. I am so into the coziness, the cozy aesthetic this year. I'm into it. Okay, first off, I have to set this down. Setting down a liquid near books is never a good idea, but it's fine. First of all, I filmed an autumn TBR about 2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know what time is anymore. I haven't sat down and filmed in a while because I haven't been reading and I've been busy. In that autumn TBR are the books that I'm going to be talking about today. I realized that autumn lasts until December 21st, I believe. And if I want to finish my entire TBR, I have to read at least 8 books per month. These are going to be the 8 physical books from my TBR that I need to read this month. I am not going to be doing any prompts. I just want to get through these physical books from my TBR that have been on there for a while. I have done incredible progress with my wrapped TBR with all the books that I wanted to read this year. Like, let me just show you. See the blue boxes? Every single blue box I've either read, unhauled, or DNF'd, but I cleared it from my TBR. Every single uncolored box is the book that I have to give a chance to, the book that I wanted to give a chance to this year. Now, I wasn't expecting to get through all of these books because that's 61 books from my physical TBR. I wanted to read outside of my physical TBR as well, which I did. I am at 103 books this year, and that's incredible. I am more than happy with my progress for this, but I still want to lower my physical TBR a little bit because next year I really want to focus on my Kindle books. So yeah, I'm not doing any book hauls anytime soon, but if everything goes to plan, my autumn and winter TBR are gonna drastically lower my numbers in the books that I have to read. All right, this is a stack of books I have to read in October. It's a big stack, but I am undeterred. I am not going to be intimidated. I've got a lot of exams coming up, stressed out, but I am going to be using reading as my coping mechanism. So the very first book I'm going to be talking about is actually one that I've already read on the first day of October, which is October 1st, obviously, and that is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. I'm not going to be talking about my feelings. This is about a girl who is a gumiho. I think that's how you pronounce it. She is basically this mythical creature that needs to feed on people once a month, once every full moon, or she dies, and she doesn't really want to kill people. And then there's this guy who ends up getting in trouble, and she ends up saving him but exposing herself, and then her bead, her soul falls out, I guess, and she doesn't know how to put it back. This is just a short version of what this book is. And yeah, I already read it. More thoughts in a future video. Alright, the next book that I've been saying I was gonna read since about 2014-2015, it is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. The reason behind this book being in this TBR is because I want to watch the movie, but also because I am sick and tired of having it on my shelf and me constantly saying I want to read this book. If I wanted to read this book, I would have read it by now. So I'm giving myself the push to read. I just haven't picked it up because the cover isn't really my cup of tea. I won't buy next books. I'll probably just pick it up on Kindle. Alright, moving on. We have Rhapsodic by Laura DeLassa. This is, I believe, a Hades and Persephone retelling. I've been loving Hades and Persephone retellings recently. I've just really been into them. I've been into the musical Hadestown. I want to watch it live. I know I will never be able to, but I'm just blown away. So this is something I want to read because it's a retelling. I know that this book is a recent purchase. I feel guilty that I'm not tackling other books, but it's fine. Let's just move on to another recent purchase that I want to read, which is Inferno by Lindsay Hall. So Inferno is, I believe, also a Hades and Persephone retelling. I'm just loving these retellings. And October for me, it's not about spook. I mean, not when it comes to books. I like watching horror movies, but when it comes to books, I want to feel cozy. I want to have a rainy day read, and this is, I hope, going to make me feel cozy. Alright, and the last book that I still haven't read yet, and it is a contemporary book. It is one that I've been wanting to read for about like 3 years now, so ever since watching the first movie and hearing that the movie is gonna come out. And that is After by Anna Todd. This is the movie edition. I love movie covers and I really want to read it finally. I just haven't had the time, to be honest, and I've constantly been jumping from one book to another. Contemporary books usually just take a little bit more of a push for me to read, more than thrillers, to be honest, which is really interesting because I don't vibe with thrillers, which is why October is not a spooky season, horror book binge month for me. But yeah, I really want to read After because then I want to read the second book that I was gifted by Bleed Slovenia. Thank you guys so much, by the way, just a shout out. And yeah, Anna Todd, After. This is also a Wattpad book, and I want to get back to my roots. You know, I haven't been writing anything this year. I've been editing, but I haven't been writing, and I really miss it, but I don't have the time. These are the 5 books that I've already talked about, and I made myself a deal. For every 2 new books that I haven't read yet, I want to give myself 1 reread, because this year I've been saying that I really want to reread more books, and that is what the purpose of the Autumn TBR is as well. I've got a lot of rereads going on. Last month I've enjoyed The Hunger Games, and it just inspired me to reread more of my favorite books. So that's why I made a rule. For every 2 new books, I'm gonna reread a book. And so for The Darkest Minds and Wicked Fox, I'm going to be rereading Pride and Prejudice. My favorite classic, probably the only classic I'm absolutely obsessed with. Still to this day, I've reread this book like 2 times, 3 times, and this is gonna be my whatever time. I'm just excited. This is a perfect fall book for me. I love it. And then we have Infernal and Rhapsodic, and for that I'm going to be rereading Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. I've reread the first book, I believe, earlier this year. I don't know really when. I have no recollection of it, but I want to pick up Percy Jackson because it's a fast read, it's a short read, but I want to reread the Olympian series. And then we have Anna Todd, and I didn't want to pick up a new book and then add a reread to it because that would be 1 more book. That would be 9 books in total for this month, so I wanted to take it easy. And I still add a new reread, which is, for this month, it's gonna be New Moon by Stephanie Meyer. Fall is the perfect time to reread Twilight just because they're gloomy, they're a little bit cloudy mood type of reads. I don't really know how to explain. Maybe it's because of the movies, and then I want to rewatch the movie as well. There you have it, all the books that I want to read in October. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you like this video, subscribe, comment down below what books you want me to read from my Autumn TBR. I would really appreciate your suggestions because I don't really know what to prioritize from that TBR. And yeah, wish me luck. I hope that I'm gonna be enjoying these books because I've been a little bit sketchy with my reading. Some books that I have really high hopes for just ended up disappointing me, so it's been a journey. Anyway, I hope everybody has an amazing day, and I will see ya next time.